This is for any person who experienced a very traumatic childhood. You have memories of hurt, memories of pain, memories of all those kind of things that happened to you at your most vulnerable state as a child. Now I know you can be tempted to actually just carry the pain, carry the disappointment, the rejection, the loss, the whatever in your lifetime. But today I want to bring a different perspective to your situation. You know, like think about why anyone would attack you so aggressively in your most vulnerable years. You know, like why would there be so much pain in a space where you couldn't like help yourself, whether you were violated with people around you who were supposed to be the ones that give you the primary care, primary love, and all those kind of things, but then it was different. What is it about you in that vulnerable state that makes someone really want to just violate you? you know and I dare say it doesn't happen to everyone. It happens to all the people, or most of the people, who have the seed of greatness planted in them by God. And so the nature of the enemy is to steal, kill, and destroy anything that is of God, that will rise above, and be in a place where Jesus will be glorified. The thought of that makes the enemy so aggressive. So today I want you to know that the attack, the violation, the rejection, whatever happened to you, I want you to know it's because of the seed of greatness that is inside of you, that was placed there by God. And so it gives the enemy sleepless nights. And it is worse if the people around you, your primary caregivers, had no idea of who God is, had no idea of who Jesus is, were not saved. So they became an accomplice of your violation. They became an accomplice of trying to kill the seed of greatness that God placed inside of you. Now, the good news is that once God gives us that seed of greatness, there is nowhere, no one, nothing can ever take it from you. Now, what the enemy can only do is engulf it with pain, so that every time you try to raise your head, you're just seeing pain. You're affected by pain. All he can do, or he did, was just afflict pain, but he did not uproot. He did not kill. He did not, steal. That he can only do that, kill, steal, and whatever, if you still give him the power to this day. And so today, I just want you to let you know that, come here. The seed of greatness is still inside of you, but pain is what is engulfing it, so that you are not able to see it clearly for what it is, or even to come to the realization. Whether you're a teenager, whether you're in your 20s, whether in your 30s, whether in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, I want you to let you know today that you can still access that seed, and you can still live out to the fullest. You can still live out purpose to the fullest. You can still live out that greatness to the fullness of it. Now, what will only help us to bring the pain down is Jesus. Now, when we give our lives to Jesus through salvation, then it begins the work in us. It begins to exchange the pain. We give him his pain, he gives us healing. We give him lack of identity, we give him rejection, we give him all that we have that came from, the traumatic and the painful experiences. Now he gives us he gives us the what he has, which is healing. He gives us direction. He shows us what that seed is and what it entails, and then he lets us he collaborates with us to bring out the greatness that is in that seed that is in us. Now he breaks that barrier of, the barrier that was placed by pain, the barrier that was placed by rejection, the barrier that was placed by anger. He pulls it down so that you can be, he knows, but you don't, because you are in a cocoon of violation, something that you did not even have power over. So I want to let you know that the seed is still as active and alive in you. And so just give Jesus that opportunity to heal you. Give him the opportunity to bring back, and that is why when we get born again, when we are saved, it's like we get born again. Now you are now a child in the kingdom of God, and allow yourself to be a child in the kingdom of God, so that innocence can allow you to be able to let yourself loose. You can be able to release yourself to the custody of Jesus now, so that he can be able to do that work in you. I just want to remind you today that the violation, the pain, the whatever, was because the enemy was after the greatness and the seed, the seed of God that was placed in you for greatness. And since, he hides in so many things, and so many people. There are situations that you had to be in. The people that were supposed to, love and protect and reveal Christ to you probably didn't know, and so all they would accord you was pain. Today, I don't want you to continue living in pain, to continue living outside, the knowledge of the greatness that God has placed inside of you, that the enemy ruthlessly wanted to violate then. Because if you don't allow Jesus to come in and do the work, you will live all your life in pain, in trauma, in anger, in whatever. And these things will actually kill you physically, before it will kill you spiritually, and then kill you physically, and then we will bury you. I don't want that to be your story. I want you to show the devil, you know what? F you, devil. F you, enemy. I did it. And this happens when you're on the other side of identity, when you're on the other side of healing, when you're on the other side, when you've discovered your purpose and you're living it. You'll be like, shame on you. Shame on you, enemy. Shame on you, So it will be my joy that you move or live past that, so that you can, even us, we are waiting for that greatness that is in you, to be able to, because the greatness that God places in you is for everybody. It benefits all of us. So do not deny yourself that opportunity. Do not deny God the glory, and do not deny us your greatness. Happy 2025.